Go ahead and start.
All right. I got one chat about somebody's on that it's her first one. So welcome to anyone if it's your first time in meditation. I'm really happy to partner with Biko to bring you twice a week meditations. And I always try to come up with a theme for each week. These have all been fresh meditations because we're all in a really unusual place with this pandemic. And this week's intention, I decided to bring a Metta meditation, which is a loving kindness meditation. Metta is an old word, an old Indian word in a language that's not used anymore, but it really means friendship, affection, and kindness. It's translated in Western language to be loving kindness meditation. And I think right now it's really important to have compassion and love for yourself because we're being called to love each other a lot more deeply, I think, during this time. And it's kind of like when you're in an airplane and they tell you, to put oxygen on yourself first before you put oxygen on somebody else. It's kind of that same premise that if you can open up more of your heart to yourself, then you're able to love others more deeply. So I bring to you again a Metta meditation. Some of you may have thought it was different. I don't know if you liked it on Monday, but sometimes it's like shoes. You have to try them on a couple times and see if you like it. And I think it's a nice change to a usual meditation. So I also wanted to let you all know that if anyone's feeling kind of disconnected, extremely sad, agitated, or depressed, if you feel like you're not coping well or fearful, please reach out to your physician. A lot of physicians are available by telemed, and we are all missing our patients. I know your doctors would love to hear from you if you're struggling and maybe get you in touch with a therapist virtually, just in case you're feeling this way. But before we begin, I'll have you all make sure that you're on mute, and you are welcome to leave your video off so that you don't feel like anyone's looking at you. And get into your restful pose. That can be seated or that could be lying down. Today's pose, I'm hoping that if you're seated, that you're resting against the back of your chair, and try to tuck the shoulder blades back, maybe roll your shoulders back and tuck those shoulder blades so that your heart and chest is open. This is a heart opening meditation. And I like this because I feel like we're always rounded, especially now when we're all on computers all day long, we're rounding over our shoulders. So it's a good time to kind of do the opposite and open up the chest, maybe lift up your chin and extend the neck a little bit, and have a heart opening pose. And let's begin with a couple of deep cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And try to make each exhalation a little longer each time. It really engages your parasympathetic and helps you to relax. And I'll have you relax your eyelids and gently close your eyes. And remember that this type of meditation is free from any expectations or bindings. We don't do it for accomplishing a goal or proving a point. It's merely a process to experience and enjoy. During loving kindness meditation, all we need to do is commit to some dedicated moments of appreciation, gratitude, and encouragement, first to ourselves and then to others. Let's start with our body scan. Start with relaxing at the top of your body Relax the muscles in your head and your forehead. Now relax your eyebrows, your ears. Relax your cheeks, your lips. Relax your tongue. Perhaps you swallow. Relax your entire face. Now relax your shoulders, your arms, your hands, and your fingers one by one. Now relax your chest and belly. Relax your back and feel it sink into the back of your chair or the ground. Relax your thighs, your knees, your lower legs, and your feet, and all 10 toes, one at a time. Just relax and feel your entire body give into gravity and into the earth. Your breath should be nice and easy, whatever is comfortable for you. Loving kindness is a natural opening of a compassionate heart to ourselves and to others. It's a wish that everybody be happy. We begin with developing loving kindness toward ourselves, allowing our hearts to open with tenderness. Now allow yourself to remember and open up to your basic goodness. You might remember times you have been kind or generous. You might recall your natural desire to be happy. If acknowledging your own goodness is difficult, look at yourself through the eyes of someone who loves you. What does that person love about you? Experience or recall unconditional love, perhaps the kind of love you felt from a beloved pet. Or picture yourself as a young child standing before you, if that allows tender feelings of kindness to flow more easily. Notice how your body feels as you experience this love. Maybe you feel some warmth or heat in the face, a smile, a sense of expansiveness. This is loving kindness, a natural feeling that is accessible to all. Rest with this feeling of open, unconditional love for a few moments. Invite feelings of peace and acceptance. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Beginning now, wish yourself well by extending words of loving kindness to yourself. I will be offering as guidance the phrases that I've chosen to use in my own practice. You're invited to alter these phrases and choose whatever words of expression of kindness towards yourself and others. And now, offering these words in your mind for yourself. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be held in loving kindness. May I feel connected and calm. May I accept myself just as I am. May I be happy. May I know the natural joy of being alive. Repeat in the mind these words of friendship and kindness to yourself once again. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be held in loving kindness. May I feel connected and calm. May I accept myself just as I am. May I be happy. May I know the natural joy of being alive. Now you can open the circle of loving kindness by bringing to mind someone who is dear to you, someone who you care about and who has always been supportive. Reflect on this person's basic goodness, sensing in particular what it is that you love about him or her. In your heart, feel appreciation for this dear one. Begin your simple offering. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be held in loving kindness. May you feel my love now. May you accept yourself just as you are. May you be happy. May you know the natural joy of being alive. Now bring to mind a neutral person. This is someone you might regularly see, but you don't know well. Maybe it's a neighbor, or an acquaintance, or a grocery store clerk. But bring this person to mind now. Repeat the words of loving kindness. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be held in loving kindness. May you feel my love now. May you accept yourself just as you are. May you be happy. May you know the natural joy of being alive. And now, if it's possible for you, bring to mind someone with whom you've had a difficult relationship with. Perhaps it's someone you don't feel sympathy or compassion for. See if it's possible to let go of feelings of resentment and dislike for this person. Remind yourself to see this person as a whole being, deserving of love and kindness, as someone who feels pain and anxiety, as someone who also suffers. See if it's possible to extend to this person the words of loving kindness in your mind. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be held in loving kindness. May you feel my love now. May you accept yourself just as you are. May you be happy. May you know the natural joy of being alive. Now allow your awareness to open out in all directions, to yourself, a dear one, a neutral person, a difficult person, and to all beings, humans and animals living everywhere, living in richness, poverty, war, peace, hunger, abundance, aware of all the joys and sorrows that all beings experience. May all beings be filled with loving kindness. May all beings be happy. May all beings awaken and be free. May all beings know the natural joy of being alive. And now bring this practice to a close by coming back to extend yourself kindness. Pause for a while, basking in the energy of loving kindness that you may have generated here. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be held in loving kindness. May you feel connected and calm. May you accept yourself just as you are. May you be happy. May you know the natural joy of being alive. Love creates a communion with life. Love expands us, connects us, sweetens us, ennobles us. Love springs up in tender concern, It blossoms into caring action. It makes beauty out of all we touch. In any moment, we can step beyond our small self and embrace each other as beloved parts of a whole. The very center of your heart is where life begins, the most beautiful place on earth. Now I'd invite you to start wiggling your toes and your fingers. Circle your arms or your hands and your feet. You can start fluttering your eyelids and gently open them. Maybe take a stretch in your arms and your legs and wake up feeling refreshed and energetic for the rest of your day. I hope you all enjoyed this meditation, and I look forward to seeing you again next week.